Assalamualaikum and very good morning to ladies and gentlemen. So we are here today to discuss about Entel's case. My name is Wan Izni Nohazwani binti Wa Muhammad Izwa and I will be the host for this wonderful forum. So before we proceed with our discussion, I would like to introduce our panels for today. So the first panel is Farah Azila binti Zulkifli. Our second panel is Miss Nur Husnina binti Jamaluddin. Our third panel is Nur Izzati binti Nur Azhar, and our last panel is Nurul Afrikah binti Asmadi. For further detail about this topic, I would like to seek an information from our very first panel, Ms. Farah Azila binti Zulkifli. So my question is, what are the key forces in the general and industrial environments that affect Entel's choice of strategy?
Thank you to the moderator. To answer this question, we use STEEP, which is first sociocultural, second technological, third economic, fourth demographic, and last is political legal. So that's all from me. Thank you.
So we have listened to an amazing explanation from our very first panel. So next we move to Ms. Nur Husnina binti Jamaluddin. So my question is, what internal resources and assets did N have that gave it a competitive advantage?
Okay, thank you, moderator. The first value chain activities are operation. High-end specialty store have limited space and merchandise. The shopping experience in the store is critical to the customer's overall experience. Okay, for the marketing and sales, this area seems to be absolutely critical for a specialty retailer. There is no room for error in identifying the market and effectively promoting to it. Okay, for the technology development, all retailers invest in IT upgrades and innovation, especially regarding the internet, logistics, inventory, and store management. Okay, for the innovation and creativity, which is unfocused in the past, this area still needed development. And lastly, for the reputation, is this dimension was N's most significant strength. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Husnina. You have a good point. Next, I would like to ask our third panel, Nur Izzati binti Nur Azhar. So how did N compete?
Thank you for the question. So based on the case study, N was using a focus strategy targeting the older professional woman aged 55 to 64. Besides, she also used two other strategies, which is cost leadership and differentiation. The cost leadership is a strategy relies on successful procurement activity focused on working with Asian supplier that can produce and distribute most efficiently with very high economic skills. For differentiation, this strategy relies on dynamic leadership with strong fashion sense and marketing skill. Here is when N appeared to be best positioned to compete. In the context of women clothing, an early decision to enter standalone shoe, makeup, and children clothing represent corporate strategy decision to pursue unrelated diversification into completely different business. The fact that N had pulled back from all those business indicate retrospectively that they were perceived as mistake at the time. Here are some of Krill growth plan for the new future. As you can see, there are 5 plans that help N Taylor and Loaf with both company, even though at N Taylor and Loaf had clearly different business strategy. But at the end of the case, Krill was seeking to create more synergy between the business through better coordination of activities. Indeed, she herself seems to be directing this effort.
Thank you, Ms. Izzati. So this is my last question for today to our last panel. So what has K-Krill done to implement strategy and what challenges remain?
Thank you to the moderator. Okay, based on the case study, we can relate Krill's action to the concept of leadership. As we can see in the concept of leadership, the process of transforming organization from what they are to what the leader would have them become involve set a direction. For the example, in the case study, Krill had previously been proactive as evident by the success of LOFT. She was also very clear about the direction AT and LOFT should take with respect to their respective customer segments. Her vision was clear and her strategic goals appear to be reasonable and appropriate. The next point is designing the organization. Krill was less successful in creating an organizational structure and management team capable of carrying out her strategic objective. Krill had proposed a number of new initiatives, did and have the resources and capabilities to be successful in all of these areas at the same time. I think human resources appear to be a significant constraint. And for the third point is creating a culture of excellent and ethical behavior. Implementing the leader's vision and strategies can be difficult because a lack of understanding of responsibility and accountability among managers, reward systems that do not motivate individuals and groups toward desired organizational goals, insufficient or inappropriate budgeting and control system, and insufficient mechanism to coordinate and integrate activities across the organization. However, in my opinion, I think challenge remain the same because it was not clear that her strategies and restructuring will work and enhance the sales growth, layoff, and configuration may impact the company adversely, and these areas remain challenging. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Afika. I hope from our discussion today, we will be more aware about the importance of proper management. We also hope we will definitely solve the problems or at least aware about the Entelis case. So thank you very much to all of our panelists for sharing opinion and information with us. That's all for our topic today. Thank you.